Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jasmine. Just trying to give you guys an update on my VSG surgery and things that I've been going through since the last time I made a video. I'm so sorry I have not made a video. I have not updated in a while, and that's just because number one, I'm a procrastinator. Number two, working and being a mom and stuff like that. That stuff, you have to make time for this stuff. You have to actually sit down and make time for this stuff. So I just haven't, and to be honest, I didn't even want to do this video, but I want to go ahead and give you guys an update, because that's why I'm here basically. So today is the 8th of March. God, the year flies. This year feels like it's flying already. But today is March 8th, 2019. I am now 3 days post-op, and I had my surgery on the 5th, of course, in 3 days. So I just want to give you guys a rundown on what it was like pre-op visit and the surgery, how I'm feeling now. So this is going to be a long video. I know my last video I tried to make it short to 15 minutes so I can upload it, but this time I've recorded this video, a portion of this video, twice already. I just didn't like the way it came out, so I have to give you guys what happened pre-op, and I'm gonna give you guys what's surgery and post-op, what I'm going through. And yes, I'm missing a nail. It was hanging off, so I just popped it off. Gotta go get my nails done. But anywho, so my pre-op visit was the week before on I believe on a Tuesday. I went there and I thought, I have my blanket, guys, I'm sorry. I've been kind of cold, I guess. But anyway, so I went to my surgeon's office, and number one thing is I did not get to see my surgeon the day I went to the visit. I don't know where he was at, but he wasn't at my appointment. I did feel a certain kind of way about that, because you about to perform a major surgery on me. A major surgery on me. You about to take almost, like 80% of my stomach out. And why can't I see you before you do that? Like, why can't I? Don't know where he was at. But I seen a different doctor, and she was helpful too. She answered all my questions and things like that, and just to give you guys a hint of one of my questions was, some of my Facebook groups, girls saying that they were still hungry, like they were hungry and they wanted to eat. Going into this surgery, I'm hoping that's not what happens to me. I don't want to be hungry. I'd rather have no appetite, because to me that's like a form of torture. You're gonna be so hungry but you just can't even eat. I don't want that. I just don't want no appetite. That's how I would feel about it. But she basically told me that they cut out the majority of your appetite, that the majority of your stomach that has the I guess the hormone or whatever it is that signals that you are hungry. They cut most of that out. The rest of it is hair, which I can completely understand. I've noticed that I'm tripping over food, and I really shouldn't be tripping. And I say that because, like today, my friends want to go to the movies. I don't want to go to the movies because I don't want to be in the movie theater smelling popcorn and I cannot eat it, or going past a concession stand and not being able to get something. And it's kind of sad, but that's my reality. Like, that's me, and I know that if I was to do that, it would just make me like sad or depressed. So I'm on the liquid phase, so I don't want to be in places where I'm gonna be looking like, dang, that looks good, or dang, that smells good. I don't want to put myself through that. I'm already going through that when my boyfriend makes food for my son, or when my brother and my sister-in-law live with me. So when they come in with food and stuff, it's already like, it's already that way. So I don't want to put myself in situations where I know it's going to be worse. I just need to get through a couple of these phases as far as the food phase, And then I'll be good to go back out again. And, you know, I don't have a problem with eating little portions. I just have a problem where I'm not eating, where I feel like I'm not eating anything because I'm literally only on liquids. So that's enough of that rant. So, what was I going to say after that? So she told me it was going to be mental, whatever. Then they signed me up for a 2-week follow-up. So I have my next visit, not this week, but the week after. It might be this week coming up. I gotta check. But it was a 2-week post-op. Technically, I wouldn't be 2 weeks out next week. So I think it's the week after. So anyway, I scheduled my 2-week post-op. And then they sent me downstairs to registration. For registration, I had to just basically pay. I paid my portion, and then I had to go over for lab, you know, the final lab that they give you before your surgery, and a urinalysis. I got those results back before, like, a day or two later, and all of it was fine. Like, my results were good. I wasn't pregnant because that's one of the things that they test. Wasn't pregnant, thank the Lord. And that's pretty much it. I did sit with anesthesiologist lady who basically went over like medical history, if there's been any incidents of any family members who have not woken up from anesthesia or had a hard time waking up. I don't really have that much family history or family knowledge because, first of all, my mother was adopted. Secondly, my father was not in my life. Like, Black American dad story, like Drake says. So I don't really know, so I could only tell her based off like my mother, my brothers, and stuff like that. So then she gave me the surgical wash and wipes. So I got 2 bottles of surgical wash that the night before I'd have to wash with it, and then an hour after I washed that night, I'd have to wipe I had 6 wipes that I had to wipe certain areas down with each wipe. After that, it was your body is a little sticky, but you just go to sleep. Next day is surgery day, and you wake up and you do it again, except for without the wipes. So I did that, and I got to the hospital like probably 9 o'clock on the dot because traffic was crazy. And they just made sure my information was correct. Then they sent me to, I guess, where they take you for surgery. I don't know what particular department this was. But they took me there, and it happened all so very fast, like extremely fast. So the first thing I can remember that I did was I had to drink a carbohydrate drink. So the carbohydrate drink, I'm trying to find something that's probably about the size of it. The carbohydrate drink was probably about this big. Yeah, probably about this big. And basically it's like some drink that you drink and it's supposed to help you recover better. So I drank that, and then I actually had to use the restroom. So I asked the lady, like, hey, where's your restroom? And she said, you know what, just come with me. We're going to go ahead and take your urine now. As I was leaving out the bathroom going back to the sitting area, they were like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and get you set up now. It looks like the doctor is moving a little faster than normal today. And I'm like, oh, wow. So that was probably about 9:15. I got to the back, maybe sooner. And you know, they set me up. They put an IV in me. They put TEDs on, the little TED compression socks on me. What else did they do? They gave me a blood thinner in my stomach. They gave me a nausea patch that I just took off today, and it went behind my ear. I'm literally just sitting here trying to think, so I'm sorry if this is a little long-winded, but this is me trying to think. And then, you know, the anesthesiologist came in, my surgeon came in, they asked me if I had any questions, and, you know, what to expect after surgery, and this, that, and the third, and I actually did not have any questions. I just was like, let's get this over with, let's get it done. I've done all my research, I've talked to different doctors, like, at this point, sorry guys, my ring light just shook. At this point, I just want to go ahead and get it done. And let me tell you, that's exactly what happened. So they pulled me into the operating room, and the only thing I can remember is them saying, breathe in the air, take deep breaths, like take deep breaths. And I remember looking up at like what looks like a ring light, and looking at like the design of the ring light, and next thing you know, it's literally like a movie. I've never been under anesthesia before, like to the point where I was put to sleep. So it's literally like a freaking movie. Like you hear things and you're passing through hallways, and the next minute you know you're in a room. Like it just was weird. It was crazy. So when I woke up, the first thing I thought was, these motherfuckers done took an organ from me. And they did, right? They cut like 80% of my stomach out. But from what I seen in the videos, a lot of girls said that they didn't even like feel it, or it felt like their stomach was sore. And I get that part. My stomach does feel like it's super duper sore. Like I just did the most craziest ab workout ever, like ever in life. Like nobody should ever do this kind of ab workout and you're sore. But I felt more than just that. It felt like, and it could just be me being hypo, but it felt like something was really not there. Like I freaking felt it. It might be mentally, but I felt it. So I felt like, you know, they had taken something out, and I was really just out of it. I just felt so tired. Like I just wanted to sleep. My boyfriend ended up coming back. I don't think they called him. He called my room number, I think. And I told him I was out of surgery. They didn't call him to let him know. I think because everything happened so fast. That's what I really think it is. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to blotch with this receipt real quick. I am looking super greasy as normal. And I have on NYX Shine Killer, but it just not working today. Okay, so he came with my son. He came with my brother, but I really couldn't even entertain them, or not even entertain them, but you know, I really wasn't even conscious. So it was nothing that I could really do. I can remember hearing my boyfriend talking to the nurse and everything. The nurse that I had in the afternoon time, because you know they switch shifts. His wife had the surgery, so I heard him talking to my boyfriend about what to expect, what goes on, because to be honest, my boyfriend, every time I try to talk to him about it or give him information, like it just didn't fall through. Or he's the type of person that you can tell him something, but if it don't stick, he's gonna act like he never heard it before. Like, so he was telling him everything to expect as, you know, a spouse with their spouse going through the surgery. So that was pretty helpful on my end, because having to explain something to him over and over again, and explain why I feel a certain way, or explain why I'm having certain symptoms, is annoying. So, you know, the nurse told him different things, and the nurse came in and he just gave me my medicine through my IV, you know, basic things that nurses do. So my boyfriend ended up leaving, and after that, I kind of was up. Like, I guess that anesthesia was wearing out or something like that, was going away. But I ended up waking up, and then they gave you a paper, something like this right here. So this is a journal that they gave me, but I'm not going to go into detail about that right this second. But they gave me something like this, where it has the day. Well, it didn't have the day. It just had the times. And then you're supposed to put like how much liquid you drank during that time. So in the hospital, they gave me something that looks almost identical to this. I started trying to fill that out. The nurses didn't come in and like tell me to do it though. That's why I was kind of like, why is anybody telling me anything? And I was still hooked up to IV. I was hooked up to IV until the moment I left. So I filled that paper out a couple times. When I first woke up, I was hungry. I felt super duper hungry. I just remember feeling like I was starving, like literally. And I was hungry, but then I ended up going back to sleep. I tried to wake up to walk, when it's like I had no energy. It's like my energy was just literally sucked out of me. And then I ended up having to lay back down because I just couldn't do it. And then some time passed by. My boyfriend and my brother went to go get something to eat, and while they were gone, it's like I got a little bit of energy, so I was like, let me use this energy to get up. Now, first thing I will say is, or another thing I'm gonna say is, once I did wake up, I felt that gas. That gas was like all, it's just like all up in here. I still have it, like it's still there. It's not as bad as, of course, surgery date, but it's still there. So I walked. It did help me. It did make me feel better. And pretty much for the rest of the night, I just laid there. They brought me some chicken broth. I had to ask for that. I was like, hey, I'm hungry. Can y'all bring me some broth? They brought me some broth. I only took like a couple sips of it because it was just not, it wasn't the best broth ever. And like literally day one is like, after surgery is like when you drink something, it feels like you have air bubbles going down. I mean, it's probably gas, but that's how it felt. So then the next day came and they brought me breakfast, which was broth again, and that broth actually tastes pretty good. I almost ate the whole thing of that, but I didn't. They brought me Jello. I tried to take some of the Jello. The Jello was kind of nasty, but also my stomach, it just did not agree with it. Like, it really did not agree with the Jello. What else? They gave me a Powerade, or yeah, I think it's a Powerade. It was like a little mini bottle of Powerade. It's still literally on the side of my bed. I have not drank it. Drinking is the hardest thing right now. Like, I know people talk about it all the time, but like literally brace yourself, because you're supposed to be getting in 64 ounces of fluids. I don't know how that's possible in your first week. I feel like they need to be a little bit more realistic when they say that, because it is no way I'm getting in 64 ounces. So this is what I have here. So this is just, what is it? Premier Protein. So this is a 4-ounce little container that I bought from Walmart. So I bought this and I put my water in here and I put my protein in it, and then I documented in my journal, because yesterday I obviously did not drink enough water, because when I woke up this morning, not when I woke up, but later on in the morning, like before 12, I went to go use the bathroom and my urine was a dark color. It was a little darker than average. So I was like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and do something about that. I need to get this water down, because I'm not trying to go back into the doctor. But literally, you can only take sips. Like, that's all I can do. It takes forever, because you can only take little sips, because if you drink too much, you're gonna feel it and it's gonna hurt. At least it hurt me. I know everybody don't have the same side effects, but it hurts. So they ended up letting me out of the hospital that next day. Before 9 o'clock, the nurse came in and he said, hey, the doctor said you're doing great, you can go ahead and go home. And I was like, okay. They rolled me up out of there. I went to my mother's house after. I felt okay. Like, I've been feeling okay, but I don't feel 100%. Like, if I was to give myself a percentage, it'd probably be, I feel about 65% right now. Now, things that I've been experiencing. Well, first thing is, I forgot what that thing is called. That thing that hangs is swollen. It's something with a U or something like that. It's swollen, and it's probably from the respirator going down my throat. Like, I can feel it dangling in my mouth. That sounds weird, but I feel it. It's going down each day, but that's annoying. It kind of even makes me hag a little, like, I can feel it. Constipation. Already I'm constipated. Like, to the point where it's hard nuggets coming out, and it takes forever for the hard nugget to come out. Like, literally crazy. I have not had a bowel movement today, but my sister-in-law ended up giving me this, and I did check with Miralax. I did check with the nutritionist or the dietitian, a bariatric counselor, that I can take this or milk of magnesium. or magnesium, you know what I'm saying, that thing. So I'm thinking about putting this in my water, because I have been taking a bowel movement today, and it feels like I could. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something else. It's constipation. Hog spitting, but I think that's a good thing, and that's only because I brought this home, and you're supposed to do this 10 times an hour. So I just do 10 back to back. But yeah, you have to do this when you're in the hospital. Do this because you can catch pneumonia if you don't get that phlegm and stuff out of your throat. So I'm gonna just speak on this journal really quick. So the day of surgery, I actually had to go back to the hospital and get this because they released me so fast that the bariatric people, they didn't get a chance to come up and give it to me. But it's basically just a journal, and it's my journal, you know. It's just some printout work. Has all my hospital information, and then it also has, you know, surgery day, and then day 2. And then on the top, it tells you what you can eat. So I'm just going to read a little bit. Week 1, stage 1, thin liquids. So this says water, sugar-free Jello, sugar-free popsicles, decaf coffee or tea, broth, chicken, beef, or vegetable. 0 calorie / sugar-free drinks such as Powerade, Crystal Light, sugar-free Kool-Aid, protein shakes, thinly made or pre-made shakes. And then for vitamins is liquid or dissolvable vitamins. But I was told to wait till the 3rd week before I start putting, you know, taking the vitamins, which is something I'm gonna have to, you know, go ahead and get the ball moving on so that I can have it when that 3rd week comes up. And then they kind of give you in the later on in the little book a sample of what stage or week 1, stage 1 would be for thin liquids. So today today is day 4 for me. So I've been trying to write down little things here and there. I left the house for a couple hours, so that's a little reason why I don't have nothing there. I did have broth. I believe it was at 12. Yeah, I think I have vegetable broth. And then now at 4, I'm having like a 4-ounce protein shake. I did have water. Also. I'm gonna put another 4 ounces of water. And that's just me filling out the stuff. So hopefully I have more liquid intake today than I had yesterday. The people from the hospital, they actually called me, so that was really nice of them. They called me to see how I'm feeling and how's my liquid intake doing and stuff like that. So that was really helpful. I probably will put in a picture of my incisions into this video. Give me like a little belt to wear around my waist, which I will put back on. What else? It's just been difficult getting in liquids, like seriously. Like I gotta finish this so I can get some water in. But like literally, like this morning I didn't even wake up and like technically eat breakfast because I mean I try to copy the sample thing, and they had like broth for breakfast and then water and then protein and then water and then broth again. So it's like almost like a 3 meal with liquids in between. So it's just been, you know, me trying to get back to normal. I'm not at work right now. I probably won't be at work for at least a month. When I asked the doctor for my pre-op visit how long am I expected to be out, they said 4 to 6 weeks. And unless I feel way better within the next couple of weeks, I'm probably gonna do that 4 to 6 weeks, as long as everything happens right with my money and stuff, you know, FMLA and short-term disability. I made my own Jello yesterday, and I don't know if my stomach agrees with Jello. So every time I drink it, it's kind of like a little painful, or eat it, it's a little painful. And then that's how I felt about this yesterday too. I think because it's something different than what I've already had, my stomach is like, well, hold up, what's this? Let me see if I like it. I don't know. Another thing I'm experiencing is my stomach talking. It has talked a couple times yesterday, a little bit today. And I know from watching one of the girls that I love on YouTube, Hey Bloss, or Hey Blossom, or something like that, she says her stomach talks a lot. I remember watching her videos. So I guess it's to be expected. I'm kind of sore and in pain. I try not to take my pain medicine because I'm just the type of person, I don't like to feel, I don't want to be high. Like, I don't want to be on any other high besides a natural high. But at nighttime, for the past 2-3 nights, I've been noticing that I've had to take it to get comfortable. Because I guess from moving around all day and stuff like that, you know, I still have these incisions in me and stuff. It hurts. Like, literally right now I'm hurting. To breathe, it's kind of sore. And I'm watching that too because shortness of breath can come from pneumonia, and that's something that can happen once you go into surgery. So I'm just trying to think of anything else. I ordered I think it's a Zuzu or Zozo suit. I think I'm gonna make a separate video for that this weekend. This video is already too long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it now because yeah, it just needs to be ended. So guys, if you like my video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know, you can like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. I'll be coming to you guys again with another update on my Zuzu or Zozo suit, and also I bought a new scale. And in that video, I also want to give you guys my stats, because I haven't spoke about that. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give my stats now. So I'm 5'10", so I'm a tall girl. Pre-op, and the reason why I say this is because I had to buy a new scale because I don't know what my weight was. Like, I take my weight home and then go to the doctor's office, and it's a different thing. So I want to say I was about 302 pre-op. I was 302. I was 302 pre-op, or starting weight. Excuse me. My current weight on my new scale is 296 point something. And I use my, excuse me guys, that's hurting. I used my brother's scale and said I was 297. So I guess 297, you know, is pretty much the average. My old scale said 293. That's why I said I couldn't use that scale no more, because it was giving me mixed information. So yeah, that's how much I weigh. I started off weighing about 302, 303. I'm currently now at 297, and I'm on like day 3, day 4 of the surgery. Do I think I'm gonna lose a lot of weight in the first week or two? I don't think I am, and it's probably because I feel really bloated. Like, I feel sore. I don't really feel like my stomach went down, but I think once the swelling and stuff goes down, that will probably contribute to the weight loss. So yeah, so that's what my stats are, and I'm gonna make another video. I just had to get this one out because it was long overdue. I should have been did a video, but I just didn't post them. I didn't like them, and I probably don't like this video either. But thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.